It's Week 10 of the National Football League.
And up next is Jamel Dean.
He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Bucs and the 49ers under the lights on Monday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing in what they call the zone, right, Mike? Last week when we went back and watched, whether he was throwing touchdowns or scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer for him. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. If he's able to continue to do that here, it's going to be a tough group to beat.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
You know, what's funny about the NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue to make just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. But the biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't have his best stuff, they can still play winning football.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Irving. Yeah!
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
49ers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
The Buccaneers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Play action now. Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's 3rd and 7. On play action, here's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here comes Otten in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They send Godwin in motion. On first down is Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Still on his feet, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here comes Otton in motion. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. All resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll run with White to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of shore tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Irving. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Baker to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this up close to the 40. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Jordan Whitehead is there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That one taken in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing is Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give them 13 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing is Mayfield. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short game. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, and we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Otten. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Baker gonna hand it to White. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. 2nd and 7. To throw is Mayfield. To the outside. Catch made by Evans. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Mayfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 3rd and 5. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. It's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's McCaffrey. Now a loose football. The Bucs have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They send Evans in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Run here with McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He'll get this out wide. Down inside the 10. And he's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here comes Otten in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down. Here's Irving. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Mayfield. To the left side to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down. Baker to throw. A short one there to Otten. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 2nd down, Baker. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They motion a receiver right. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
1st and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Purdy works out of the pistol, finding his tight end, Farrell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, 2nd and 4. Back to the air again is Purdy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with White. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Baker Gonna give it to Irvin. Oh, he coughs up the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. Here's first down. From the gun, it's Purdy. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the 49ers first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.